back to Data Science in the News, the only show that summarizes week to week the stories and articles related to virtual reality, big data, machine learning, and artificial intelligence, so you don't have to waste your time and go find them yourself. So, with that, let's begin. Our first story deals with artificial intelligence and, of course, picking out furniture. Picking out the right furniture for your house can be frustrating. It's just hard to tell how something will look once it's in your home. But online retailer Wayfair is hoping to remove that problem with their new Magic Leap reality glasses. These glasses, unveiled by Wayfair at a recent technology conference, use augmented reality to allow professionals and consumers alike to see how their house would look fully furnished before ever buying a piece of furniture. That's pretty cool. By scanning a room and choosing items from Wayfair's catalog, users can lay out bookshelves, tables, chairs, and other items, complete with lamps, photos, to ensure that your room is designed to perfectly meet your needs. This technology might be the next step in helping average users start redefining and designing their living space. So before you go purchasing that zebra pattern throw rug, you might just want to check out this cool technology on the Magic Leap website, which we've included in the show notes. Our next story deals with artificial intelligence and common sense. The Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, or DARPA, is trying to tackle one of the most difficult tasks in building effective AI: common sense. As a side note, that's also the most difficult task in human resources and hiring people. One of the biggest factors to separate humans from other species is our ability to recognize dumb mistakes. But what if AI can't do that? In a famous experiment highlighting the limitations of AI, researchers showed that an onboard car artificial intelligence couldn't figure out how to get out of a circular salt line because it thought it looked just like a regular road line. So how do you teach AI to question the very conclusions it arrives at? One method currently being employed by DARPA is to teach AI the basics of understanding language by posing questions that require a common sense approach to achieve the right answer. For example, they might pose a question such as, if you put one plant in a room with sunlight and another in a room that's completely dark, which will produce more oxygen? Since this question requires that the artificial intelligence know that photosynthesis creates oxygen and that in turn requires light, the AI will be conditioned to apply scientific knowledge to answer the common sense question. Now, the long-term goal is to ensure that AI and trusted devices such as cars are able to overcome basic everyday situations and prevent them from making avoidable dumb mistakes in the future. Our next story deals with optical illusions and machine learning. Optical illusions can fool our brains in such a way as to cause us to misinterpret the visual information that we see, confusing size, depth, and movement of the objects that we're actually looking at. But how does that happen, and can scientists use machine learning to see if computers can develop their own unique optical illusions? Those are some of the questions posed by researchers Robert Williams and Roman Yaplinsky at the University of Louisville, Kentucky, as they set out to create machine learning systems to develop new optical illusions. Modeling their experiment on a previous one that was designed to create new human faces after scanning thousands of static faces, the researchers hoped to do the same by feeding the system thousands of optical illusions to see if it could create a unique one of its own. The results, however, were disappointing. It seems that even though the system was exposed to over 6,000 different optical illusions, it still couldn't figure out a way to create a unique one based on the principles that make optical illusions work. What this means for researchers is that neural networks will have to become far more advanced before they can process information similar to the way a human mind does. And more importantly, AI won't be screwing with our brains anytime soon. Our next story deals with big data and shopping. Have you noticed that store receipts in the past 10 years have gone from tiny little slips of paper you could fold into your wallet to something that looks more like a 6th century scroll? That's not by accident. What you're actually seeing is big data at work. You see, lots of stores around the world require you to have a customer loyalty card in order to get the in-store discount. This allows you to get a better price for the products you buy, but it also allows companies to access your purchasing data. Companies then mine this data for information in order to determine which coupons and offers you would find the most appealing and then attach them real time to your receipt. The first company to do so in a big way was CVS back in 2008. At that time, its receipts were a scant 10.5 inches. Now they're on average 4 feet long. If this trend continues, you'll need a separate bag for both your groceries and your receipts. And now it's time for deep questions. I know companies hope that applying coupons to your receipts that you'll come into the store more, but does that strategy actually work? Do you actually even use these coupons? Let us know in the comments section why or why not. Well, that's our show for this week. Hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to check out the great resources on the Super Data Science homepage. And remember, big data needs love too. See you next time.